Realty National, joining us in studio. Randy, great content so far. You've been sharing with us kind of what it takes to be an investor and kind of some, some roadblocks that maybe you guys have to go through. What would you say, there's a question I wanted to ask you with regard to maybe an investor that wants to take a first step in trying to do that. What's a pitfall that you don't want to land in their first, you want to be a real estate investor?
Oh yeah, that's a really good question. And usually when I talk to some of our students, even the ones that we help through Realty National, that's one of the reasons why we formed the company, is to help our local students with their big decisions they make on purchases, selling properties, to do it the right way. And the number one thing I share with them is, like, don't do a deal just to do a deal. Because I do believe that many of us, if it's real estate or anything else, you want something so bad and you want to get there so quick,
yeah.
Right? And in real estate, I mean, it's a risky thing you're getting into if you start thinking, and that takes over your mind. That takes over your decision making.
And one real bad mistake is pretty much the end of your flipping career, or your rehab career.
That could be it, because that one deal could put you out of business, and because it could leave such a negative mark in debt and in your mind that you'll just basically say, and then you're going to blame the business that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But you just didn't realize that you pushed your after repair value to a number that was unrealistic, right? So your resale value, you lowered your budget on repairs to a number that's unrealistic, just so you could create the cushion that you need, because this is your first deal. So it's like, I always say, it's like, that's probably going to be the best deal you're going to do is the one that you don't buy. That would be
right on. Is there an area of San Diego that you guys just steer clear from, or is there just you guys find a value in an area and go for it?
No, any area. It's all numbers for us.
Okay.
Just following our formula through our deal analyzer that we use internally, and same thing for the brokerage. We help clients all over, so we don't really discriminate.
Right on. And you guys have a passive income club, which I'd like to talk about a little bit with you. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so Passive Income Club is something unique really to our student base, and also Realty National agents, employees. Same thing for CT Home. So it's something unique because a lot of us, as we are in the trenches, if I'm an investor, I'm doing flips, I'm creating active income. If I'm a realtor, I'm there, selling houses, I'm creating commission. That's active income. Not many people think about, okay, what am I doing to create passive income? What am I doing to build my retirement portfolio? How am I going to build my legacy, right? What am I going to leave for my family? Where is that going to come from? So, instead of thinking about that, it's more like, okay, how can I improve my lifestyle? We buy more toys, right? Instead of taking a portion of that money and putting it into something passive. So we actually help our agents, our employees, our students think about that and start building portfolios. So we have a relationship with about 5 different family-owned companies throughout the country that are strong rental markets, and they're turnkey investments. So it's something that it's hard to find in San Diego because of the values, obviously. So I'm talking about any values from 80,000 to 120, where the cash on cash return on your down payment of 25%, it could be from 10 to 15%. Very, very good numbers. And that's my passion. As an owner of a brokerage, I want to help my agents, not only with their transactions, right, which is the no-brainer. We want to improve their transaction amount and help them grow. But how can I help them become a better entrepreneur? How can I help them leave a legacy and build something passive for themselves? I think that's the piece that lacks within a lot of companies, not just brokerages. I'm talking about, because we're so busy that we forget that these are people like us. They also are they have goals of some kind. So, step back a little bit and put the time into asking them those questions. What are your goals? And you're going to find that a lot of them are always thinking, what am I going to leave behind? How am I going to build my wealth? And they don't have a path, and we don't expect them to. So I want to show them the path.
And how does that look? Is there scheduled meetings? I mean, you seem like a guy that's just going to walk into someone's office and kind of talk to them about their life and kind of, be on more of a personal level with them. Is it more of that, or is it more of like, hey, we have meetings every Monday that we talk about this, and meetings every Friday that talk about this?
Yeah, we have, every 2 weeks we have our team meetings. However, I do like something I did this year. I'm the owner. I'm more of the visionary, right? I like to create the vision for the company and have my team implement, from my manager Brian and Yvette, my marketing director, just the whole team, amazing people. However, what I decided to do, let's say this year, is to meet with every agent one-on-one. Not that I'm gonna, I could do that all the time, but I want to kind of reconnect with them, right? Because my manager meets with them one-on-one, but I want to meet with them. So last week or a week ago, I met with one of my agents, and as we started having great conversations, we get to the fact that there's a lot of stuff happening at home that's affecting her business, and I could easily see, I could see that because her volume of transactions went down. So to me, because I'm into personal development, I know that there is something deeper behind that. This isn't just because she or he just doesn't know how to do the business. There's something blocking that. And
but like you said, that's something that's lacking in business right now. I think in leadership across the board is that, you have your leaders not, getting on a personal level with their people.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I mean, it goes in. Yeah, it's one thing I heard from one of our friends is like, we get so busy that we walk by our work. Our work are our people. Like, spend some time working on your people, and then you'll see that your business is going to thrive.
That's awesome. Say that again.
You walk by your work, right? And your work is your people.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Because we just sometimes get to the office, we go right to the computer screen.
Yeah, it just
and everyone we almost don't see our employees.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with the model of faster and more productive and everything else.
Yeah, because we're so driven, right? And this is normal. Like, this is nothing. But you gotta learn that skill. It's a skill, and you could learn it. It's not a gift like people think. Oh, I was born, like you said, right?
You're lucky.
Yeah, you're not lucky. You got to learn, and you got to be aware. I think self-awareness is probably the number one thing that will let you allow you to first reconnect, and then learn the other skill of how to actually have a conversation with a person and understand that they're just a person. This is no different than me talking to a movie star to one of my agents. It's just a conversation, and people need to be heard. That's all it is.
And that's really what it comes down to, is people want someone that listens to what they're actually having to say. I mean, too often we're trying to figure out what we're going to say next, or what somebody else is going to do, or what me and Oscar are going to eat in an hour.
Yeah.
Too often that life gets in the way, for sure. So I wanted to, if someone wanted to reach out to you and join your office, or just wanted to be part of the Passive Income Club, or get more information with regard to what you've been talking about, how do they do so?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always looking to meet new people, new agents, in the industry. So our brokerage, you can find us at realtynational.com, and also I would invite the agent community to a network that I started called agentsonlynetwork.com. This is only for San Diego realtors. We only allow agents into this network, just so they don't get hounded by many service providers.
By us, we get it.
No. We're gonna allow you in as vendors later. However, I want to create a comfortable environment. So I would invite you to that. If you're having fun where you are, because I do believe there's a fit for you somewhere, and there's so many different choices there as brokerages. Make sure you find the one that fits you, right? And it's not all about the money. So look deeper, look a step deeper, and look into the culture of the company and see if it connects with what you believe in. And if you're happy and everything to that angle, I want to invite you to the Agents Only Network, because that's where we basically share the business with each other, which I think lacks in our industry.
Yeah, and happy doesn't mean you make enough money to be happy. Happy is you're doing all the right things, you're fulfilling yourself in all the right ways. I mean, you can make as much money as you want, and people are
and
happy
be miserable.
Yeah, absolutely, not even a question.
Yeah.
So great stuff, Randy. Before I take a break here, quick mortgage update. I just want to talk about